you guys know that there is a huge overlap between emotional neglect wounds and ADHD? Something that I see a lot in my practice and a lot of you guys asked to hear about, so let's get into it. My name is Stephanie. I'm a licensed therapist and I specialize in attachment theory. So kind of everything that you would want to know about relationships to parents, to your spouse, and to yourself, especially relational trauma. If you're interested in being educated on topics like this, please give us a like and a follow. All right, so where we need to start is that emotional needs are broken up into two categories. Remember, we have emotional needs around nurturing and emotional needs around structure. The tricky part of this is that basically, like any neurodivergent kid born before 2005 didn't get enough of both. What happens is neurodivergent kiddos have a higher need for emotional needs around structure. They need extra support when it comes to executive functioning development. You might be able to toss a neurotypical kid into their room and say to them like, hey, clean it. And you might like get a clean room. A neurodivergent kid is going to need some extra help. Part of this is because a neurodivergent kiddo is going to see the room differently than a neurotypical kid. Like literally will pick up more sensory information than the neurotypical kid, which means that their brain is going to have more information that is going to need to be sifted through and to process, and more information that could distract them. They need help. They need a strategy and like a formula, because they are more prone to having sensory overwhelm, to not understanding where to start, to getting sucked into the details and side projects and then getting overwhelmed. They need support and they didn't get it. Instead, they get a parent who'd come in and character assassinate them, call them lazy, or like come up with these crazy theories that like, oh, you didn't actually want to clean your room and you're doing this to, punish me as your parent. That was a moment where that kiddo who was overwhelmed and ashamed and feeling, so attacked by their parent, they needed the emotional nurturing. Like, oh my gosh, like you must be so overwhelmed right now. Oh, I see, like, oh my gosh, how tough this was for you. Let me help, right? So we needed the nurturing in order to move into the support, right? For the structure, and the kiddo got none, like neither. What they got was a parent who attacked them. And then they grow up to adults who, when they go to start a task and they're struggling and it's not working, they then attack themselves. I said it, Stephanie here. I just want to make sure you caught that. They turn into adults who attack themselves. As a person who sits with the emotional world of others on a regular basis for years, there are the two darkest minds I have ever encountered, and those are folks with anorexia and ADHD. The amount of self-loathing, like literally materializes from their pores. I feel like it's practically visible. Okay, this is getting too long, but I'm gonna make a second part where we do a deep dive unpacking that system of self-attack that I see folks with ADHD do to themselves, because I want you to shed that. I want you to get rid of